All right, we're back here on Sportsline. Pekka Rinne announcing his retirement after 15 seasons in the NHL, all with the Predators. A Vezina Trophy winner, King Clancy winner this year for his humanitarian efforts off the ice, which we certainly well know here in the Nashville community. An all-time great Pred, all-time great Tennessee athlete. And Pekka Rinne talked about his retirement decision this morning.
So I guess we all know why we're here. Today's when I announced my retirement. I think the one word that comes to my mind is thank you, and I'm very thankful for everything. I'm proud of my career, but at the same time feeling humbled and just given this opportunity to play in NHL and having a long career. I want to thank the Preds organization. I feel fortunate that I played all my career in one organization. Take a lot of pride in that. I want to thank David Poyle, the ownership group. I was fortunate enough to only have 3 head coaches in my career, 2 goalie coaches, Barry Trotz, Peter Laviolette, John Hines, and Mitch Korn and Ben Vanderklok, and all these guys, they had a huge impact on me, huge influence, especially the goalie coaches. Mitch Korn, early on in my career, I feel like he was able to groom me into an NHL goalie, and then once Peter came along, so did Ben Vanderklok, and we had some great success with him. So very, very thankful for those guys, and all my teammates over the years. Obviously, I feel like my teammates extended my career. I was able to play with a lot of different players. Learned a lot from my teammates. Have a ton of respect towards my peers, and made a ton of friendships over the years. And I feel like now is the time to kind of look back and reflect, and those are the things that come to my mind. It's the people you meet, players you play with, the relationship you make. Really appreciate that. I want to thank the trainers and the staff we have, first class. I'm fortunate to have pretty much the same training staff. A lot of the staff upstairs since I came to the league, and so even in that area, I've made a lot of lifelong friends, and that's something that I really appreciate. But yeah, I'm extremely happy to sit here and be in this position. It's an emotional day too, but I'm looking back, and I just feel thankful.
All right, thank you, Pekka. We'll open up for questions now. If you can just ask for a mic, Nick or Emily will deliver.
We'll go to Adam Biggin, The Athletic, first.
Hi, Pekka. Good to see you. Congratulations on your career. How much consideration, if any, did you put into continuing your career, and when did you come to the realization that retirement is what you ultimately wanted to do?
A lot. That was one of the reasons why we stayed in Nashville for longer than usually. Just to give myself enough time to think through things and give myself enough time to just be comfortable in any decisions I make. And but yeah, it's obviously something that I thought about a lot. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm so proud and fortunate that I've played in one organization all my career. So that truly was the only opportunity that was in my head. So there was two options. Either retire or either continue playing with the Predators, and I appreciate David and everybody else for giving me enough time to make this decision on my own, make a decision that I feel is the right one, and deep down I do feel that. So, but yeah, I gave that a lot of thought.
Paul Scarina.
Pekka, congratulations. Hope the fatherhood's going well. Just curious as to you mentioned in the article that you wrote that was published this morning, how much your son and it's looking like you're wearing a wedding ring. I'm guessing your wife or fiance. We never know what to call her, but how much of that had to do with your son and your girlfriend, wife, fiance? I mean, playing into your decision, and who did you call first when you made that decision? And could you share a little bit of what that conversation was like?
First people I called was my parents. I think they deserve that, and so thankful for them. But for sure, Paulus is 7 months old now, and he was born in early December, and for sure that kind of gives perspective on life and changes priorities, but I don't think he was the reason why I'm sitting here today, but for sure he's had an influence on that decision too, and I feel like there's multiple things. This is obviously not an overnight decision, so I've thought about it for a long time, and I think with everything, the pandemic, my son being born, and also my role has changed on the team, and I think all these things together affected, you know what I mean, like made this decision easier, I'd say so, and but yeah.
Teresa Walker.
Pekka, in your Players Tribune, you mentioned Jussi and him having watched you and having your poster. When you first heard that, did that maybe help start that thought process in the back of your head, at least, that starting the retirement thought process?
No, not really. I'm too competitive for that. I don't know. Obviously, hockey is my passion. I love competing. I love playing with these guys, and but I do feel fortunate that me and Jussi ended up, playing in the same organization, playing in the same team. We have a really great relationship. But for sure, these past couple of years, when he showed that he can play, he belongs. He's ready to make that next step. So for sure, that also helps my decision. And but yeah, it's a special relationship. I'll be watching him for sure. Already talked to him earlier a few days ago, so he's up to speed.
John Glennon.
Hello, Pekka. Congratulations. I want to try to take you back to a couple early moments in your career. I guess first, way back getting drafted, a very late draft pick. In your mind at that point, did you even think that there was a possibility of an NHL career, a real possibility of an NHL career? And then also your first game for the Predators, if you could talk about, what was going through your mind way back when.
Yeah, I mean, when I got drafted, I was already a couple years after my draft age, so I was 20 years old. The draft is always there's like a big midsummer party always in Finland. So I was with my friends at this cottage cabin, and my agent calls me that I got drafted by Preds, and I couldn't believe it. I thought it was awesome, but I feel like that. I mean, obviously it was a big thing too. That got the wheel spinning, and you start dreaming about it and thinking about it, and but no, I never could have thought that some years after that I'd be playing in NHL and playing in a role that I played and having a long career. No, I could have never believed that. But I mean, your ambition and your expectations and your competitiveness and everything like that, I feel like it grows as you move along, as your career moves along. And but I always think that I've been so fortunate that I was drafted late, didn't have a lot of pressure, didn't have a lot of expectations, and very thankful for the organization that I had plenty of time in Milwaukee to get ready and be comfortable in North America and be comfortable on the ice with the different game. And once I got this opportunity to come to Nashville, I feel like I was ready, and I was already 25 years old, so I feel like I was ready for it. But you know, for a lot of people, I feel like it was a surprise. But to me, that was it's been a long journey at that point, and you know, I'm very thankful for. Not every guy have that kind of opportunity to kind of make your mistakes and you know, have time on your side.
Steve Layman.
Pekka, congratulations. It's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure to cover you throughout these years. I'm going to throw two questions at you in one. First is that kid playing street hockey in Finland to now being the all-time winningest Finn in the NHL. How much pride do you take in that? And then as a Nashville Predator, what's the thing you're most proud of your career here?
That's a difficult question. First of all, you know, playing street hockey with my cousins and my friends, from that little guy to here, I mean, it's been an unbelievable journey. I feel like you need so much luck on your side too along the way, and I feel like I've had that, and I've had great people around me, great family, and so I'm very, very thankful for that. Obviously, what Nashville, the organization, the city means to me is, you know, this organization gave me a chance, first of all, you know, and I was able to, you know, grow into a man in this city and start a family and a lot of bigger things than hockey, and so I'm forever thankful for that and grateful, and means a lot to me. I have a house here. This is my home, and want to thank the people of Nashville. Every single day I feel appreciated, I feel loved, and I truly feel that, and you know, it is a special place and special relationship with the organization and with the people of Nashville.
Chris Harris.
Hey, Pekka, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
On the ice, what stands out the most to you over your career? And then looking ahead, have you thought about what it's going to be like this year being a spectator?
I think, to me, still that 2017 Stanley Cup run, that was something that I'll never forget. The whole run, the whole journey, it was so special. It also showed how difficult it is to win, and really makes you appreciate it and respect the trophy. And but yeah, that year was special. We had to claw our way into the playoffs, and then, you know, obviously everybody knows the story after that. But it was a special year, and but for sure that's one of those things. But yeah, coming back here next for the next season, I'm also excited. I don't know if hopefully I can use my speed or something, but bring some friends and family, and I'm excited to come and watch these guys. I'm excited for this team, excited for this organization, what's there to come, and I hope there's bigger and better things ahead of us. So, but for sure, I'll always be a Nashville Predator, no matter what. If I'm playing, if I'm not, you know what I mean. Like I'll always be following this team and staying in touch and coming to the games.
Justin Bradford.
Hi, Pekka. Congratulations. Right here. Congratulations. So one of the consistent messages just people saying about you is one of the best and nicest human beings possible to deal with, whether it's media or fans, and taking the time to spend with people and talk to them or take pictures with them. Was this a mindset you had going into your career? Is this just who you are? And why did you want to be able to give that extra time to people when you didn't really have to all the time?
I don't know. I appreciate hearing something like that when it comes from people around you and people you meet and people you play with or people you associate with. Feeling humbled by that, but it is especially after. I think early on in my career, you obviously fight for your spot on the team and you want to establish yourself. And after that, when I felt that it's time to take another step on with my role with the team and with the city, and I was given a lot of opportunities to get out there in the community, and I really appreciate that. I feel like Nashville does organization does an unbelievable job with giving us players opportunities and chances to go out there, and that's how it started. I mean, I've always been a shy, more quiet guy, but I think that's how it started. I think a guy like Barry Trotz was very influential. He was very involved in our community and different charities, and so I felt home right away doing that, and ever since it's been a very important thing for me and very, very dear to me. So hopefully that's something that I can continue doing and stay involved.